Sorry, especially a big thanks to any Europeans who are still watching. Thanks for hanging out. I cast your freaking awesome replays, guys. ICYFAR. And today it is an ode to Byun, where people have sent in their replays showing their sick micro moments, or attempts at being sick micro moments. Remember, everything is relative in StarCraft and in skill. And we're going to laugh at people, whether they're in GM or if they're in Bronze League. We're going to have fun with them alongside them. And you guys should send in your own replays as well. So before we hop into the first game, let's talk about the topic for next week, guys. The topic is going to be Suprise Motherfucker. And the entire idea is you need to always attack your opponent in at least 2 locations. You're never allowed to attack them in just one. Bonus points if you attack them in 3 or 4. Extra bonus points if you're like burrowing units into their base or dropping cloaked units in their base or something like that. But it always needs to be a 2-pronged attack. So, surprise, motherfucker. Send me in your replays of that. The information is down below, and it's in the Twitch chat as well. So YouTube, down below. Click on that. Bam, there's my email. The replays will be sent to my email this week rather than Eon Blues because he's going to be away for a few days. So anyway, without further ado, let's hop into game, our first map right here. And spawning down in the bottom right-hand side, our Red Terran player, the spiciest of peppers. It is Habanero. From clan HMASTR, Her Majesty's Strength. And his opponent, the guy who always wants to turn random things into gold. Alternatively, he's a goblin that rides on a big ogre's shoulders and throws acid on people in Dota. It is Alchemist. I assume he's still called Alchemist in Dota 2. I never really played much Dota 2. Alright. So we got a nice fast expand from Alchemist. He's going to be Protoss. These guys are clanmates. They're both from what I imagine is Her Majesty's Strength. I have no freaking clue what HMSTR stands for, but... Oh, there's already a Reaper in the base. He's got 3 gateways, but no fighting things. Oh, shit, man. This is like my style of build. It's where you're like, I'm gonna do a big attack. I'm gonna make all the production, and then your opponent just like pressures you with a unit and you've got nothing. This Reaper, oh, he's doing a pretty good job of imitating Byun right now. He's microing that really well. This is not bad. Ooh. Unfortunately, not many opportunities for Alchemist here to show off his sick micro. Does already lose 2 probes. There's no such thing as like probe versus Reaper micro where you do amazing stuff unless your opponent's just not looking, and that's not really that amazing. But back at home, it looks like Habanero has done a really clean build. He's got Marines out. He's got a bunker finishing up. His expansion's done. Starport's on the way. Factory with the tech lab. Oh, Reaper went back in. Oh my god, he's back in again. He just got another probe. Oh man, this Reaper. This is every Protoss player's nightmare right here. 3 probe kills. And that Adept. Oh no, the Adept's not there. Oh, probe surround tries to get him. But he butted himself up before. He's like, yeah, all the ladies always grabbing at me. You can't get a hold though. Because he's a single Reaper. And he ain't tying himself down to any woman. He just hangs out, you know, with the fishes and shit. I always look at Reapers and I think they're probably the most insane people. They've probably got some sort of like weird bong mask thing going on under that helmet. Anyway, he did a good job. He killed 3 things. But now it's going to be Alchemist's turn. Can Alchemist pull out some sick micro? Well, the thing is he's only got Adepts, and I got to say Adepts are like the least fancy unit with micro. Like it never looks good, even when you're doing impressive things with Adepts. Because Adepts are like, I feel like it must be their cloaks are made out of lead or some shit. Maybe that's why they've got so many hit points. Because like the rate at which they turn and fire is so friggin' slow. I mean, they throw spiked frisbees for God's sakes, and it takes them like a second and a half just to like fucking pull back the frisbee before they throw it. So we're gonna have to see if Alchemist can do anything cool, like individually targeting, you know, separate Adepts on separate workers or something like that. But behind this, Stargate is down. More gateways are down as well. Habanero, he's got a tank up at home. Ooh, medevac drop is going to be coming out across the map, and he's going to be going for a 3rd CC behind this. So these guys are powering up for that macro game in the mid game, and this should be cool. All right, Marine drop's going to come in. Is there anything spotting for it? There's 1 Adept on this weird patrol path, but I don't think there's a Mothership core. Indeed, there isn't. There's just like non-stop Adept production. Alchemist is taking his strategy advice from the memes, I think. Like, he's just like, yeah, I mean, I heard that you just build Adepts and you win, and Twitch chat gets really angry, even if your stats and you're playing way better than Sue is. But, you know, like, yeah, it's because of imbalance, and the unit's poorly designed. Oh, nice shade in. These adepts are going to start taking down these Marines. Oh my god, Habanero. He's picking up the weak Marines. This is sick. That's actually like such good micro. Yeah, sure, we see Byun do that every day, but oh my god, for your average run-of-the-mill player, that is incredible. Picking up all those Marines on red hit points just before they die. Habanero. All right, I think we can see who's like super focused on the challenge. We've got like derp adepts, just like, I'm going to mash adepts and void rays. This is how I play Protoss. And yeah, the Terran's like, I'm going to win with 8 Marines and a medevac. So this is actually really cool. Both players are really macroing quite well. I didn't look at their league, but I'm assuming this is like Masters League, or even like low GM maybe. I'm really bad at judging people's league unless I'm actually playing against them, but like the macro combined with some good micro from Habanero makes me think he's got to be at least Masters. So this is actually a pretty damn good match. These players are pretty good. Alchemist going to come in with these depths, going to try and shade on in maybe, but oh, there's Marines, Marauders in the tank there. He can't just walk straight into those. Oh, Alchemist. Oh, man, he kills nothing. The only damage was a little bit of splash damage this tank did to the Marines as the Adepts walked past them. And the Marines and the Reaper come back in here. Oh, man, he's going to start to focus down these gas probes. One probe goes down, a second, a third, a fourth. Great focus fire here from these Marines and Reapers. And that Adept going to go down as well. Adept shading in, but he picks up at the last second, gets on out of there. Habanero is doing a sexy, sexy dance. This medevac is getting a lot of work done. This is that point where if this was real war, they'd probably pull these dudes home and be like, it's okay, you guys have done your job, you're heroes. But you know, if you're Terran and you live out in fucking Marsara or some shit, like they just do not value your lives. It's like, oh, you each killed multiple probes and adepts, okay, now go back in and die. And I think that's what Habanero is going to do. The medevac going to rotate around to the right-hand side. Ooh, is Alchemist going to see this rotation? It looks like not quite yet. But this third base is right here. So Habanero going to scout that third base. Fleet Beacon has gone down. What the hell? He's going to start going for carriers. It's Adept carrier. All the micro units. A big army is starting to mass up back at home for Habanero. But here, once again, getting another probe and Adept. It looks like he's going to take out another Adept. Ooh, he does. Oh, some nice pickups. But oh, nice pickups. There we go. Clears up most of the adepts. This dropship, oh my god. This is beautiful. I am so happy. This is exactly the sort of replay I want. I know a lot of people were intimidated by this challenge. I'm not sure what level all the replays we've got are, but I'm really hoping there's a few like cool micro for Gold League moments, because this is like way higher level than I was expecting for this. I think people like heard Byun and they were like, oh shit, man, I can't micro as well as Byun. It's like, no, it's like, it's an ode to Byun. Like, you know, it's like when your kid is like, I love you, daddy, and they give you this picture and it's just like demented crayon scratchings. Like that's what this should be, but in micro terms. You guys should be fucking doing like just an attempt at micro while fucking everything up. Apparently this is plat level, says Eon Blue. What the hell? Habanero is all over it. I guess this is the power of if your opponent doesn't put any pressure on you, right? Like Habanero has been controlling the pace of the game so well, and he tears it up. Holy shit. That was platinum level? No fucking way. That's impressive. I told you guys I suck at figuring out what's going on. You fucking creepers in Twitch chat. Notice I'm putting it back on the in-game screen. No grills for you. That's right. Ha! Fucking creepers. That was a good game. That was pretty sick. That made me really happy, actually. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use my new sick trick to get the replay open, by the way, which is very cool, because I close game and then I just double click a replay and folder, it reopens StarCraft and log back in for me. It's very nice. Alright, so Triple Helix says my kids will send me replays of their micro-intense games and not draw some crappy crayon pictures. Well, I'm sorry, next generation parent, Triple Helix. You're going to teach your kids how to play StarCraft from when they're like 6 years old. Ooh, okay, next one is Diamond versus Masters. This should be cool. Alright, let's hop into game. So, probably both on the edge of Diamond and Masters here. Sorry guys, old replay. Has to take a few seconds to load up. You guys know the drill. Actually, this one isn't even an old replay. It's because it's a new replay and I hadn't loaded the current version of StarCraft as a scene yet, I think. Anyway, it's all good now. Let's introduce these players spawning up